All right. Hello, everybody. It's Soprano Musings abroad. And yeah, I think I figured out this whole live nonsense. I think I have, because I don't do this often. So yeah. How's everybody doing? I have... What's going on? Okay, I'm trying to get Instagram right, and I don't know if I'm doing that right either. Lord, just take the wheel. I can't. So, how's everybody doing? I'm in a hotel, so like can't show y'all all my space and all that stuff. And yeah, Instagram has been doing some weird stuff lately, so I'm just trying to figure that out, and I figured we'll give people some time to come in. Probably like 1 or 2 of you guys will be here, which is cool because this will be a short video. But I just wanted to say hello, say hey, welcome you guys into the new year. Oh, okay, so here I'm gonna go ahead and go live on Instagram too. So yeah, that way everyone can join the party. So yeah, I almost forgot. Okay, so every year, well, I shouldn't say every year. Hey, Instagram, it's Soprano Musings. So I just finished teaching for the night, and I just figured out how to use the stream on YouTube, thank God. So let me go ahead and share my New Year's Eve playlist. I started doing this like a couple of years ago, and I used to post it on my blog. Well, most of you know by now, I haven't really been on my blog game like I should have. I apologize. I had some issues with WordPress. So yeah, here. So anywho, here is my playlist. If you want access to it on Instagram, sorry, really sorry. I'm not that tech savvy just yet. My apologies, but it is up on... Is it up on Facebook? Yeah, it's up on Facebook. I think it is. I'll check and see, just to be sure. But I think it is. Let me look, see. So anywho, we got this situation going on. I actually bought these a couple of days ago because I knew I was gonna be working, and I knew I did not want to have to go out. So let me make sure I don't put my eye out. I don't know how this works. It's supposed to be like some sparkling wine, because I ran into a slight problem being back in the US. People actually ID you here in the US. I was not expecting that. Yes, it is. So is that the playlist or is that the live? I think that's the live. Yeah, so we're just going to change that. Okay, for those of you that are following me on Instagram, good morning. Hello. I'm pretty sure it's already New Year where you are, but it's not for us over here. So we're just going to pretend like it's a New Year's Eve all over again. Okay. So yeah, I did share my link over on my Facebook page. So for you on Instagram, if you want to see what my New Year's Eve playlist sounds like, that's where you can find it. Hey, wait, you're still in South Korea, right, Cass? So it's already, yeah, morning. Yeah, whatever, y'all. I'm surprised you're up, honestly, because y'all already had y'all New Year's Eve. But anywho, I'm not going to be in here too long. I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing with this, so I didn't put my eye out. Okay. So, okay. Then we're going to chat. So let's see. I really got to stop doing stuff guerrilla style, you guys, because usually I think I have a plan and I don't have a plan. So, I don't know how this works, but I didn't want a big old bottle to myself again, because I've done that years ago, and I usually wake up with a big old headache. So I'm not doing that this year because I have students. Like, I have to be up tomorrow at like 6 a.m. So I don't know how to open. It's plastic, right? It should just pop. Lord Jesus, take the wheel. This is why I swear I'm an adult. I'm a whole ass adult, y'all. But wait, does it come with instructions? Oh shit. I almost dropped all of them. See? Okay, hold on. It doesn't say how to open it. It got a whole bunch of warnings on here, but okay. Anywho, so we're gonna figure that out because I at least want to drink one of these before. I know I'm sorry, I'm a straight fool. But anywho, while I try to figure this out, I will, I don't know, try to summarize what happened this year. What happened? Well, let's see. I finished talk, which was dope. I kind of went back and forth about whether or not to stay in Asia. And honestly, it just came down to the fact I was just ready to go. Like, I think I'm going to stick to my original plan, which was 369. So 369 basically means I would not stay in a place any less than 3 months or any longer than 9 months. So I'm looking at places now where I can stay there realistically for 6 months or up to 9 months. And having said that, with my channel and with, I guess, my social media is like, I'm really going to start gearing my content towards, for real though, how do y'all open this? Like, I'm confused. How am I supposed to open this? It's like plastic and just, I'm trying to get my security deposit back at this hotel. That's really what it comes down to. So anybody know how to open this? I'm thirsty. And I've been staring at it for hours because I've been teaching for hours. And I don't know how to open it. But basically, the 369 is, okay, back to the original story. So 369, I used, when I travel, I used to try to stay in places where I could stay for a minimum of 3 months, max 9 months. So that's 369. I would stay in a place 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Like, I mean, with a visa, like a tourist visa, I could stay in Mexico for 6 months. Or I could bounce around EU like 3 months at a time. But because of the pandemic, like, I was really trying, y'all. I tried to stay in Poland for at least a year. But when it was time to go, I wasn't even mad. I was just mad about the fact that they didn't want to pay me, because that's a problem. Like, even when I taught in Mexico, me and my director, when I was in Mexico, we used to argue almost every week, but they still had enough sense to pay me. So, like, having to deal with payment issues is just, I don't like that. I don't like that. So, hey, you just twisted. Look, hey, boo boo. Thank God. Okay. So, anywho, and yes, I'm drinking this out the bottle. Like, if y'all don't know, you know now. Hey. So, if you don't know, now you know. I prefer to drink out the bottle. I'm not all that fancy. Having said that, please drink responsibly. I realized, I was like, wait a second, everybody on her of age, right? I don't have nobody like 17, 18 lingering on any of my socials, right? Okay. Cool. So actually, let me go ahead and, oh yeah, I'll put the rest of these in the fridge later. But so yeah, that was my plan. I tried to stay there for at least until like May, but it didn't work. And I did learn something. I learned that I can do this all on my own. Like, I don't know why I had this, you know what it was? I was just being lazy. That's the reason why I went with EW. I didn't want to return to the States, but I didn't want to do the legwork of getting my visa and all that stuff. But I did realize that I am actually quite resourceful. So going forward with Soprano Musings Abroad, because Introvert Traveler is on hold right now until I can get more content, because right now I only have one video and that is not enough for a series. So going back to sleep. Oh, well, I'm glad you came. Go back. Go get some sleep. Get your beauty rest, sis, and Happy New Year. But yeah, so in short, Introvert Traveler is on hold because, like I said, I only have one video, and I don't want to kickstart a whole new series with just one video. So once I have at least 3 or 4 videos to start the Introvert Traveler, we will pick up with that. And then for now, I really want to focus in on freelance digital nomads, because I've noticed a lot of people are now new to online teaching. People have questions about that. They want to know where they can go as far as visas. And so far, a lot of different countries are offering visas, and everyone needs to know like which visa is going to work for them, which visa is ideal for them. So I want to actually, I already recorded a video and it's going to post next Friday. So Friday seems to be the day where I post. Like Friday and Saturdays seems to be my unofficial schedule. So we're just going to keep rolling with that. But the first video is about digital nomads versus freelance visas. Like which one applies to you? And then we're going to get into places that offer which ones and which ones are affordable. Because honestly, digital nomads it's a thing. It's happening. It's going to continue happening, pandemic or not. So these countries are trying to get in on that because they want that money. They want that tourism check. And I don't blame them. But not all visas are equal, okay? And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that in a feasible way. Like, it's not like some of these visas, like you have to be making a certain amount of money, especially if you want to reside in the EU. And it takes some time. And I know people are, Bali. Everybody wants to move really quickly and get things done and boom, boom, boom. But with the pandemic the way it is, my first advice in regards to all of this, take your time. Don't do what I did. I was plumb lazy in South Korea, and I was just like, I'll just go to Poland. Everything will work itself out. And if you've been following me for a minute, you know that ain't what happened. So take your time. Do your research. Find 3 or 4 countries that you wouldn't mind spending a year in, because the way this pandemic is happening, you want a place where you can ideally stay there on a visa for at least a year. And if you're going to be working, you want to make sure that that visa allows for you to work, because I don't know what it feels like, and I don't want to know what it feels like to be, anywhere illegally, because I move different, I look different, and therefore I move different when I'm traveling than other people. And that's all I really want to say about that. So, just start working on that now. Take this time while you are in the States, or while you are in South Africa, or anywhere it is that you are, and you're trying to figure out where you want to travel to next. Like, take this time seriously and really not only save your coin, but save your sanity. Figure out where you are comfortable ideally staying for a year. That's like the first thing you should do. Don't just rush into something because that seems to be your only option, or don't rush into something because you don't want to do the legwork. So having said that, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Like, I'm not just going to, talk the talk. I will have you guys follow me through this whole journey, because Poland was just one place on my list. Like, I'm literally just crossing places off my list. And I made this list back in 2015. Okay. It really hasn't changed that much. Some places got bumped up because of time and circumstances, but it's relatively the same. Okay. So for those of you that are new to my channel, again, that's where my content is going towards, because again, I'm back in the States and we're in the middle of a pandemic. You know what? I should make that a drinking game. Every time I say we're in the middle of a pandemic, take a sip. But yeah, having said that, I'm back home, ideally in the States. I've been doing a lot of adulting because I'm in quarantine. Like, I self-quarantine. And I really just want to make sure that I give you guys the most up-to-date, accurate content that I can, because if I'm going to be helpful, I want to be accurate too. I don't want to just say, oh, well, this is what I heard, or this is what I read. I want to come to you with receipts, because if there's one thing you should know about me, I like carrying receipts. And also, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So yeah, I want to make sure that you have that content. Also, as far as like, what is it that you want to do? Like, do you want to solely teach abroad? Do you solely want to work as a digital nomad abroad? Because your visa may have to reflect that. So like I said, just spend this time. Actually, today I worked on my vision board, and I'm going to share that on Instagram, and I'm also going to share that on Facebook and a few. So I've already shared my playlist. So if you guys want to know what I'm listening to outside of this live, that is where you want to go. And check it out. Also, if you have any questions about the difference between digital nomad and freelance, let me know, because again, I am working on videos to get ready to share with all of you guys about that. Also, I want you guys to see like what I see while I'm here in Virginia, now that I know I'm in Virginia, because for the longest time, I wasn't sure if I was in Virginia or West Virginia. And sorry, I'm not sorry. I didn't know that for sure. But yeah, I do now. And I figure while I'm here, I'll share some sites with you guys. I'm also working on different other projects. Like I am more than just Soprano Musings Abroad. And again, that's one other thing that I would strongly, strongly suggest. I've actually commented on one of my recent videos about this. Try to have as many active streams of revenue as you possibly can, regardless of what you're doing. If you want to say, oh, yeah, I want to teach abroad or I want to travel abroad, make sure you have strong, accessible, like streams of revenue, because you never know what's going to happen when you start traveling. You can have a plan, and that plan will turn upside down and go left so fast, and you have to be prepared for that. So that's something that I would strongly suggest. Again, you can ask me questions here. After this live, you can leave a message. You can contact me on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, and I promise you guys next year I'm going to revamp my blog. It's just I just didn't make time for it, and I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, that's something I'm going to get started working on. But it's a new year, 2020. It's gone. Anyang, we're done here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for this live, and I hope you all have a very safe, happy New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I'm actually bummed because I'm in the States and I can't even have like a typical New Year's Day meal. Like if I was in Florida, it would have been on and popping. Like I would have had collard greens, rice, cornbread, just pandemic, just and the thing is the pandemic's not going anywhere, so we have to adjust, and I want to help you all adjust doing that as well. And I love teaching, I love traveling, and I'm glad to see that you guys love seeing that content from me. So I will do my best in 2021 to keep giving you relatable content at least every other week. I would love to say every Friday you guys are going to get new content from me, but that would be a lie. And I don't want to lie, especially in the middle of a pandemic. So yeah, having said that, thank you again so much for watching, and please stick with me. Let's see what we can do together. And as always, be inspired, stay inspired. I will see you guys in my next video. Happy New Year. Bye.